Fox News has learned of a disturbing development involving the type of explosive used in the attempted attack and just how dangerous it is. Let's bring in retired NYPD Inspector Paul Morrow, who has more information on this device that was found. So it was a homemade device, Paul, but not necessarily a cheesy one, in other words.
No, not at all, John. And I have to tell you, having done about 15 years worth of this kind of work, counterterrorism work, this is a bit of a game changer. First of all, let me start by saying New York City got extremely lucky yesterday. TATP is enormously volatile. It is not very stable. It's extremely powerful. And it is the footprint, and if you go by past events, of serious bombing attacks. The London 7/7 attacks, Richard Reed's attempt on the plane. Many of us remember the Ariana Grande attacks outside the Manchester Arena. These are situations where you're well into double figures of people killed, never mind injured. So this was a very, very serious attempt, much more serious, I would argue, than it likely seemed to many right initially. And as to why they didn't detonate, in light of the fact that they were charged the way they were, is going to be something I'm sure that the federal authorities are going to be looking at very closely as they investigate these two perps.
Yeah, and hats off to the New York City Police Department for running in and stopping those attacks. They didn't just run away or go to a place of safety.
Absolutely. I mean, when you look at, they didn't know what they were into there. All they saw was something that was smoking. For all they know, this thing is extremely powerful, but they ran towards it. Look, that's what your instincts are as a police officer. That's what you're supposed to do, but that doesn't mean it is any less heroic. So hats off to those guys, and thank God the devices didn't detonate. It really comes down to now, why? Was it an incomplete chemical formula? Were somehow or other the balances off? You know, the mixture was a little bit too much of this, a little bit less of that. It's not a simple thing to make correctly, very clearly, and it's also extremely dangerous to handle. So this really could have been a much worse situation.
So where did they get it? I mean, is TATP something that you can, go to a hardware store and buy the chemicals and make, or is it something they probably brought in from somewhere else?
No, you can make you can get the chemicals, but you got to know how to mix them. You got to know how to mix them in the right proportions. And as I said, it's a volatile substance, and the footprint for this kind of thing previously has been the major terrorist organizations that we contended with for so long after 9/11. I'm talking about things like Al-Qaeda and ISIS. And as far as I can remember, John, and I'm taxing my memory, I don't recall it ever being attempted here on the continental United States. If you are in my old job, this is a very, very big deal. My understanding is that the devices are in federal custody, likely en route, I would imagine, to the FBI lab in Quantico, or perhaps the big lab that they have with the ATF in Alabama, and they'll be doing a very deep forensic on it. The NYPD bomb squad would have done the initial work on it. They would have deconstructed the devices, rendering them safe for handover to the feds here after X-raying them. That's what took a little bit of time. But look, the police commissioner's office has been pretty transparent. They came right out and told us, hey, these were very powerful, viable devices. This could have been a lot worse. But I would argue that the fact that they were charged with some version of TATP, which for whatever reason didn't detonate, and we may find out one of the cops on the scene literally pulled the fuse out.
Yeah.
So, some of the story remains incomplete, but wow, this is a big deal.
So these suspects, two men